thought I'd do a video just to sort of talk about my journey of making trousers, which I have been really working on since lockdown, which was obviously March 2020, and we are now in January 2021. I really wanted to master making trousers, and I went on a sewing course, paid a lot of money for it, went away to make some trousers to get the perfect fit, and came away really quite dissatisfied with them. So I then thought about going down to London and learning with this bloke who works for Levi's or something, to see if I could crack it with him and really produce the best pair of jeans that I could. But the more I thought about it, I thought it was going to get really expensive with accommodation, overnight stays, travel there, plus the cost of the course itself, which was really, really expensive. So then lockdown came and I thought, well, actually, what better time to really think and stop, focus and work this out for myself. So, and I think I've done it. Obviously, it's taken a little while. So I wanted to take you through my sewing journey of making the best pair of trousers I could. So the first pair of trousers that I worked on by myself was the sewoverit ultimate trousers, which I did when I watched Lisa Comfort's sew along. So I'm just going to show you what they look like on now, albeit I think I've probably put on a little bit of weight. So these are the ultimate trousers. Now when I worked on these, I spent ages on the toile, and I chose this fabric, which is from Sew Me Something, and it's got a bit of stretch in it, so it's like a stretch cotton. It got just the right amount in it. I worked on doing a hollow back adjustment and it worked out quite well. I'm just holding it too because I had a problem in that the zip that they sent me, as soon as I put it in, it broke. And I'm not going to lie, I've just never fixed it because my heart just wasn't in it. Because, I don't know, they were nice, I liked them, but they weren't quite it. So I quickly moved on to my next pair of trousers, which were the Eve jeans. So this is Eve. These are the Merchant & Mills jeans. They're more of a summer fit, so you can see already they are cropped at the ankle, and they did take me through the summer quite nicely. I used a 5-ounce denim on these, so they're really nice and light as well. Not really suitable for this time of year because I am quite cold-blooded. They have darts on the front just here, and they've got darts on the back just here, which is ideal for somebody like me because I have got a small waist. I did a bit of a hollow adjustment just here, just to nip them in a little bit more. And they've got a nice, very simple waistband just here, which I was able to get some top stitching in. And then they've got the side zip just here. And of course you've got some back pocket detail. So quite a nice second try at making some trousers, really working on the construction and fit, but simple in the sense that I'm not dealing with all of the fly elements to them. Things I would change about them, not that much to be honest, other than I would have chosen a better zip. So I did just go for this quite a bright blue one, which is not a regret, but I wish I'd not chosen it really, I suppose. So then I was ready to start moving on, now I know my body a little bit better, onto the next pair of really fitted jeans. So I went with the Jessa jeans by Tilly&the-Buttons. So these are Jessa. I made these in a cord fabric that I got from Merchant & Mills. There's no stretch in them at all. I thought it'd be all right for these jeans. If you've seen the Jessa jean, they're a high-waisted jean and they're actually quite a fit, and then they flare out. They're a true sort of 70s style. But I altered these an awful lot. I took them in so they were more of the straight leg. That's Robin. They're a much straighter leg. I did lots of adjustments on the paper because I really didn't like the flare. It's definitely not for me. I'm only short, I'm 5'1". But I really liked the high-waisted and fitted nature of these jeans. Until last week, the waist was a bit too big for me, so I actually have taken all the waistband off since then, and I've done a much deeper hollow back adjustment just here, which has really worked this time, and they sit really nicely all the way around. So I feel really happy and content in those. One change that I had to make was they had the pockets on them. But because I made that final adjustment last week, by the time I took the back in, it meant that the pockets were touching one another here. So I had to take them off, which left two big areas here where the pockets had been removed that looked faded and light, but a good wash and they look absolutely fine. But I have chosen not to put them back on again. So all the time getting happier. So I was ready to really hit the expensive fabric and make the ginger jeans, which I will show you now. So Tiny Light, the first pair of ginger jeans I made was in a navy denim. It was a denim that I got from the Wild Orchard fabric company. She sort of specialised in sustainable fabrics. It was really quite expensive, the fabric there, and I've got kind of mixed reviews for this make. I made version B of the ginger jeans, which is a high-waisted skinny jean, and when I made them I was extremely happy with them, I have to say. They went together really well, they sewed beautifully, all the details worked. But after I'd worn for a day, they lost the elasticity that they needed and they started to bag. So I unpicked them, all the waistband, and I took them in by between 2 and 3 inches, all on the legs, to make them a proper sort of jegging style. And I was extremely happy again. But since wearing them again and being washed, they still kind of bag a little bit, even though I took them in by such a lot. So I like them. I like them and they're fine, but I don't love them. But it gave me the confidence to go on to my second make, which was the black. So this was the black denim. Again, I got it from Wild Orchard Fabric because I was able to speak to Lottie there and have a chat with her about what I was and wasn't liking. And she recommended this fabric to me. It is a black denim, really, really, really beautiful. It was £16 per half metre. I needed 1.5 metres. But I like them. These are a solid pair of jeans that they really should last for ages. Now I should note with my Jessas that I showed you a minute ago, a lesson to learn, I got bleach on them. Won't be using bleach when I'm wearing these. So what I love the length. I really, really like them. They're just nipped in at the ankle again, which I really like. They're really nice and snug. They've just come out of the wash. They've washed beautifully. They're really nice and soft. The fly all looks really well. I love all of my top stitching details everywhere. It all looks good. I did the sway back adjustment. You can tell I probably ought to wear a belt with these, but I didn't want to take it in any more than I already have done. I have got the belt loops in these, but these look mighty fine. I'm really, really pleased with them. So then I wanted another pair, mainly because I want to clear out my drawer of ready to wear jeans. So I wanted a really nice pair of blue jeans, which I will show you now. So this is my final pair that I've made that I'm going to show you now. And really, before I do show them, this is about the journey, isn't it? From March to now. And can I really, truly teach myself to make the perfect pair of jeans? That's what I wanted to be able to achieve. I took all of my learning from the very first pair of ultimate trousers, thinking about my body shape, working with a simpler silhouette, really thinking about every adjustment I need to make, how fabrics behave, negative ease, positive ease, and learning a lot of technical elements to making jeans. I was able to produce these. Fabric was from Fabric Godmother. I think this was about £6 per half metre, so substantially cheaper, ironically, but I was worried I was going to lose the colour. So it went in with a wash and I put in some fabric colour catchers, and remarkably it didn't barely lose any of the colour at all. So here they are. My sway back, which is absolutely nailed. All the construction. These have been worn all day. We're now at, I don't know, 3 o'clock. They've not bagged, they've not loosened at all. They're still very much a jegging style. The detail works really well. The only thing I've chosen to omit on these ones is hardware. And instead of putting hardware in, I've just done some heavier stitching with the most beautiful top stitching thread that I really like, again from Wild Orchard Fabrics. They do a roll of 750 metres. I think it's about £3.50, but it's amazing, and I really, really love the quality of it all. So this is my jeans, my perfect jeans. Oh, and I didn't put the belt loops on just because I didn't feel that these needed them, to be honest. I wanted them to be simpler, and I have to say I really like them, and I think it suits this sort of crop style jumper with them as well that I made yesterday. This is a Roxy jumper, the sewoverit. It is the shorter version. I've not added any length like most people do. Most people add 2 to 3 inches. I haven't done. Kept it nice and short because I think it kind of flatters my figure. And of course my handmade necklace, which is from Stitching Me Softly. So I hope you enjoyed that. Just goes to show you can do it. You've just got to put your time and your mind to it, but it's all achievable.